for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Trevor's tested waters help you swim even if feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you eat your props. AI, this for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Trevor's tested waters help you swim even if feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you eat and to help you keep working out the system till you work out your position and your person's top commission. The perks you gotta listen help you curb the competition. Got them wishing that they had the app earlier. Surely, them haters try to catch some white stones, but this earlier. Load up the app, make my predictions and get the serving. The player prop predictor is sicker than having hernias. Betting trends like an elixir for pit, but it's just the same. AI, this for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Trevor's tested waters help you swim even if feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you play your props. AI, this for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Trevor's tested waters help you swim even if feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you eat.
It's so hard, Chester.
Display of props, yeah.
It's so hard, Chester.
Set display of props, yeah. Display of props on a mission, and with all these bets, we don't see competition. Money line to predictor is helping us get it. Team trends 1 or 2, yeah, you know it's exquisite. Join the disco, yeah, you know what it is. The community thriving, we taking our time, just run us all up. It's the best with alignment, we do it with care, we ain't wasting a diamond. Getting this bread, educated, we betting the spread. Only if it makes sense, we ain't greedy opinion. We check our hand out, then we having our reasons. Player props betting, but without the mutiny. This is what knowledge means opportunity. Making deposits, that's nothing that's new to me. This more than betting, we building up unity. Display of props, yeah. We're running research. We running it up with every tool, you know in each perk. Show tested them waters, he helping you swim even if it's feet first. Knowledge strategies and all you need to help you eat your set display of props, yeah. We're running research. We running it up with every tool, you know in each perk. Show tested them waters, he helping you swim even if it's feet first. Hey, this is Player Props AI. This for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Trevor's tested waters help you swim even if feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you play your props. AI, this for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Trevor's tested waters help you swim even if feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you eat and to help you keep working out the system till you work out your position and your person's top commission. The perks you gotta listen help you curb the competition. Got them wishing that they had the app earlier. Surely, them haters try to catch some white stones, but this earlier. Load up the app, make my predictions and get the serving. The player prop predictor is sicker than having hernias. Betting trends like an elixir for pit, but it's just the same. AI, this for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Trevor's tested waters help you swim even if feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you play your props. AI, this for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Trevor's tested waters help you swim even if feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you eat.
It's so hard, Chester.
Display of props, yeah.
It's so hard, Chester.
Set display of props, yeah. Display of props on a mission, and with all these bets, we don't see competition. Money line to predictor is helping us get it. Team trends 1 or 2, yeah, you know it's exquisite. Join the disco, yeah, you know what it is. The community thriving, we taking our time, just run us all up. It's the best with alignment, we do it with care, we ain't wasting a diamond. Getting this bread, educated, we betting the spread. Only if it makes sense, we ain't greedy opinion. We check our hand out, then we having our reasons. Player props betting, but without the mutiny. This is what knowledge means opportunity. Making deposits, that's nothing that's new to me. This more than betting, we building up unity. Player props, yeah. We're running research. We running it up with every tool, you know in each perk. Show tested them waters, he helping you swim even if it's feet first. Knowledge strategies and all you need to help you eat your set display of props, yeah. We're running research. We running it up with every tool, you know in each perk. Show tested them waters, he helping you swim even if it's feet first. Knowledge strategies and all you need to help you eat your.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of almost all ages, specifically only 18 up, because this is fantasy and sports betting, and if you're not 18, you should be watching this in the first place. But we are here for our weekly NFL live show called $2 in a Dream. If you have yet to tune in to one of these shows, now that we are 5 weeks into the season, first off, shame on you. Turn on the YouTube notifications after you subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss anything that we drop. The amount of people that still let me know in Discord or whatever social media sites saying, oh man, I missed that one. It's impossible to miss. all you have to do is tap subscribe on this YouTube channel, and then on the subscribe button that you tap, there's a little bell. You tap the bell, and it's like, oh, hey, we'll notify you every time there's a new video that drops on this channel. And then you can't ever miss anything ever. We had an amazing Thursday Night Football, as I mentioned in the email blast I sent to you guys and all over Discord and social media. We had every single thing on Thursday night, and we're looking to continue crushing it for Week 5 with everything we're putting out here today. If you haven't yet watched our Sunday Night Football show, that's already been live for the past 3 or 4 days. I'm not sure if the line is exactly the same because we have such a large, massive global community that when something drops, we move lines. So if you are late to the game, you haven't watched it yet, chances are you're going to need a worse line. It's in your best interest to tune in and watch the YouTube shows, the play of the days, the educational content as quickly as possible so you're not stuck 4 days later getting a much worse line. But for everyone who has tuned in before or hasn't tuned in before, let me explain how this show works. As you see in the YouTube comments, which I also pulled up on the screen, everyone is dropping their single favorite pick for today's NFL game. It's going to be a player prop, it can be a team bet, doesn't matter. It has to be one, and it can't be like, oh, I like these 5 things, because then you're not listening and you're shooting yourself in the foot. Single favorite pick, drop it in the YouTube chat. What we're going to do is we're going to go through them one at a time. We have PlayerProps.ai pulled up. This is what the purple site is you see on the screen. We're going to see if the AI agrees with it, and if the AI agrees with it, we're going to add it to our parlay slip. Now, traditionally, we strictly follow a 20-80-20 rule, which is why all of our winners keep winning, and all the people that keep depositing every day because they're ignoring the 20-80-20 rule. But this is something fun we do for the community as hey, you guys have been doing great. You guys have been printing money left and right. Let's have a little fun and light $2 on fire. Let me repeat that. We are willing and intentionally saying this is going to light $2 on fire. You are not lighting $3 on fire, 4, 5, 6, 7 or more. You are capping this at $2. The show's called $2 at a Dream, not Bet What You Want in a Dream. You have to follow the guidelines. This is not going to hit because crazy parlays don't hit. They might hit for somebody that lives 7 states over from you and you see it on social media, but it's not going to hit for you. And this is something we do for fun on Sundays on the live show that we know aren't going to hit. Maybe that's just a Twitch thing. It looks like I had a Twitch comment come in saying the screen is black. Twitch sucks. They suck with the streaming service stuff. So just hop over to YouTube because that's what I'm saying to type in the comments anyway. What you see on the screen in the phone area to my left, on the right side of the screen, this is wannaparlay.online. This is an app. It's a newer app, but it's available in a lot of states that don't have legal sports betting. In a lot of these states, not a lot. Well, it's in every state that's light purple on the screen, and typically, the states that don't have legal sports betting, you used to only be able to do like player prop stuff like on Prize Picks, whatever. But this app came out and they let you do props and team stuff like money lines, spreads, totals, so we can mix that all into this parlay. And if you live in a light purple state, all you have to do is open up Safari or Google Chrome, whatever your favorite browser is, type in wannaparlay.online, and then when you deposit, just make sure you use the promo code PlayerProps. That'll get you the $250 free deposit bonus match. So that's what we're doing. We are going through YouTube comments. We're using PlayerProps.ai, and then we're plugging it in, and we're specifically targeting. So this is a screen share here. So you see this one called the Hail Mary $2 prayer. That's what we're doing. So we're going to tap on that, and then we're going to filter out football only. So we tap on football. So everything we do is going to be football based. And what we have to do, as you see in the top left, it says minimum points 999. The parlay has to be at least a 999 point parlay to work. But everybody in Twitch, go back to YouTube because that is where everything's working and that's where you drop the comments. I did mention in Discord when I blasted this every channel that we have a brand new NFL tool that we literally just dropped like 10 minutes ago. And I was like, I don't know if this is going to be ready by the show. I'm like, I tell my dev, I'm like, listen, you got to make sure this is ready by the show. So let me start this whole thing off and reward those who are here early and not slacking with what the brand new NFL tool is. So everything on the site is like prop betting focused, all that team bets, prop bets. I've had a lot of people ask, they say, hey, and I even asked you guys earlier this week, does anybody out there play the salary cap fantasy? Like where on DraftKings or FanDuel, you have like a quarterback like $20,000 and you have like $50,000 you have to build a roster. And if your roster that you build outscores in terms of fantasy score everybody else, like on DraftKings, you can turn $20 into $1 million the same day. So I had a lot of people asking me, is there anything we can do for the salary cap parts of DraftKings and FanDuel? And lo and behold, ladies and gentlemen, the answer to that is yes. I am showing you the very, very rough first version. You go to your, so what you're doing here is you're clicking your profile icon. So it's up here in the top right on desktop, and then on the app, it's in the top left. I didn't want to replace any other tool on the bottom menu, so I just put it in here for now. But you're going to see something right here. Look in the bottom left. You see where it says DFS projections? We have a new tool for you. Right now, as of the second, we have it for NFL, MLB, and specifically only for DraftKings. This is the very, very early version. But you can have multiple positions showing at a time. You can only have one position showing at a time. But how this works in a nutshell is it shows you the player name, the position, the team, the opponent, the salary on DraftKings. So this is their salary, this is how much they cost. Their fantasy points per game. So Bryson has scored 4.5 fantasy points per game in every game he's played. The opponent rank. So he's versing Miami. Miami is the 7th easiest passing defense. And then this is the AI projection here. You can see all this on the screen, right? Yeah. This is the AI projection here. So he's projecting at 4.5. So what we do is we simply divide the salary by what the AI is saying to get a little value. And this is the default sort here on the far right. So this is a DFS tool. So when you are locking in a lineup, which you have 2 hours, a little bit under 2 hours to do, and you're trying to turn $20, I think the Millie Maker is still a $20 buy-in. When you are trying to turn $20 into $1 million today, reference this new tool. We're going to be adding FanDuel here. We're going to be adding we're going to have like NHL and some other stuff here. We're going to be adding like a search bar. But this is the brand new tool that we literally just dropped 12 minutes ago. Yeah, if you have any questions about this, just let us know in Discord. But this should be enough to get you to a winning lineup of some sort today for DraftKings Fantasy. So now that we covered that, we're going to go back to the sports and the prop stuff. And now that we've had a lot of y'all drop your favorite thing in the chat, let's go through them one at a time. MM said, Gibbs anytime touchdown. We went over this a lot in Discord last night. It is very, very bad decision making to lock in an anytime touchdown that is minus 200 or worse. Gibbs is a trifecta, yes, but minus 225 is insane. This is literally insane. I recommend there's no excuse that you should ever touch an anytime touchdown prop that it's minus 200 or worse. And so that counts for Cook, that counts for Gibbs, that counts for JT. I don't think there's any other minus 200s. Getting touchdowns is not a guarantee, especially on the Detroit Lions when they have two really good running backs. This game could possibly be Gibbs getting 1 million rushing yards down to the 1, and then they send out David Montgomery to spell him and vulture and shark his touchdowns, goal line carries. The amount that you will profit from betting on a minus 225 anytime touchdown is not worth the risk of Gibbs not getting into the end zone. So I know that your mindset is, well, it's a trifecta, and he's scored a touchdown in almost every game this season and all these other things. You have to focus on what you're getting paid. It's the same thing as like, oh, this team is going to beat this other team in college football. Well, yeah, they're minus 450 money line favorites. That doesn't mean you bet on them because it's a high chance. You want to make sure that you are getting paid a decent amount for you getting something right that's not a guarantee, which again is somebody getting into the end zone. So for the sake of the show, because we have to get to a 999-point parlay, I will put Gibbs in there. But for the sake of single betting and making smart choices, he is not one. Boyd in YouTube chat says Pollard under rushing and receiving. Rushing and receiving. Oop, clicked on the wrong thing here. Pollard. So this is interesting because I believe Tajay Spears is back. He was on the IR for most of this for the first 4 weeks of this season. His rushing and receiving on DraftKings is 69.5. What is it on Wanna? Let me see. I don't even know if they have. Oh, they do have the Tennessee game here. It's higher. So, yeah, it's even slightly better. So, Tony Pollard under 70.5 rushing and receiving. AI agrees that we're going to lock it in. So, yeah. So, if you're just tuning in, we just featured a new tool that we just dropped on the app and the site 12 minutes ago for NFL and MLB. What else? Oh, I was going to talk to you guys about the story. Have you guys heard about what went down with Mark Sanchez 2 days ago? Or 2 nights ago, maybe? So, Mark Sanchez, who played for USC, won a championship with them. I think he even got a Heisman while he was there, played for the Jets, got the butt fumble. That's what he was known for, and he's been like a Fox Sports caster for college and for NFL for like the last decade or whatever. I get to report like 20 hours ago, I see a notification saying Mark Sanchez is in the hospital. He's been stabbed in Indianapolis because he's supposed to be in Indianapolis to call the Colts and Raiders game, and he's been stabbed. I'm like, holy crap, somebody attacked Mark Sanchez. I'm like, man, it doesn't seem like the report says it's not that life-threatening, and so it's not like a crazy he's going to die or whatever. He just got stabbed. He's in the hospital. 5 hours later, another report comes out that says Mark Sanchez has been arrested. The same one with stab wounds in the hospital. So this is the report so far. This is what I'm seeing so far from all the reputable sources of what happened to freaking Mark Sanchez. Mark Sanchez is in Indianapolis. So these are things. I mean, this is what all the sources are telling me. It could be wrong, but this is what the sources are telling me. Mark Sanchez is in Indianapolis because he's there to be on TV to call the Colts and Raiders game. Mark Sanchez got drunk off his butt. There's a delivery driver that drove in, I'm guessing in front of his hotel or wherever he was, and Mark Sanchez, while fully intoxicated, is yelling at this delivery driver saying, hey, you can't park here, you need to move your car. And the delivery driver's like, I'm just dropping off delivery stuff. And Mark Sanchez, intoxicated, starts attacking the delivery man. He is fighting him, he is attacking him, and the guy, I believe from what I'm reading, is the delivery man, as he's getting attacked by drunk Mark Sanchez, tries to get into his car and, I don't know, drive away or defend himself from his car. And so Mark Sanchez gets into the guy's car, and the guy tries to defend himself with pepper spray, and then Mark Sanchez clearly is immune to pepper spray. And he says that this is what the victim was saying, that he tried to defend himself with pepper spray, and then it worked, and so he had a defensive weapon as a knife, which I'm sure if you're a delivery driver, I would also have some sort of defensive weapon. And he stabbed him because he was in his car, in the delivery driver's car, I don't know if he's on top of him or whatever, but attacking him. And so this is the craziest thing, going from, oh, he was stabbed, oh no, to, oh, he was stabbed because he's attacking someone in their own car who simply wanted to drop off delivery. So that, I don't know, I had to share that. If you guys never heard, it's insane. So I don't know if that's the entire story, if we're going to hear more about it, but that's what I've heard so far. Anyway, let's get back to locking in Pollard under rushing and receiving yards. Let me know in the YouTube chat if you heard that story or not, because it's absolutely insane. Pollard under 70.5. All right. Garrett Wilson over 65.5. Chuck says this was something I think I saw earlier. I think that he is the highest difference for somebody who's got a line 40 and higher. So how do we know that? We go here and we change the minimum line to 40. Oh, I'm still on this game. I don't know if Brock Bowers is still playing. I was led to believe that he was trending to be out. I haven't heard anything about him actually still playing. I hope that he doesn't play because we have the Colts in our survivor and we want the Las Vegas to be as weak as possible. So I hope that he actually doesn't play. But let me know if anybody's seen an official word on that yet. But Garrett Wilson's right here. He's versing the worst pass defense in the NFL. Dallas, first in total pass yards allowed, first in the last 3. And the AI has accurately called this over or under 75% through 4 games so far this season. So yeah, we're going to go with Garrett Wilson on the Jets. Remember, it doesn't all have to be player props. I know this app and this site and this channel and everything is literally called PlayerProps.ai, but we do a lot of team betting stuff as well. Receiving yards, Wilson over 65.5. What else we got? Those aren't worth the juice, the TDs, exactly. That's what I was saying. Morning, my first live. I'm praying to quit my job today. That is not what sports betting is for. Sports betting is not for all of a sudden getting rich in one day and quitting your job. You are going to be happy at the end of the day if that is what you're trying to do. You need to get in the Discord. You need to focus on the 20-80-20 rule. And if your first question is, what is the 20-80-20 rule? You're already one step behind. If you're in the Discord and you've connected your accounts, which means you go to your PlayerProps.ai profile on the app, you tap the big blue button that says Connect Discord on it, and that's what opens up the channels. Once you do that, there's a channel that's called Bankroll Management. If you place, don't even say if, do not place a single bet until you go through that entire channel and then also watch the video in that channel. It will save you thousands and thousands of dollars of loss, of heartache, of needing to deposit every single day because you can't win anything because you're betting the wrong way. But yeah, you're not going to quit your job today. This is not a lottery thing. You need to follow 20-20, and maybe over time of you doing the 20-80-20 rule, yeah, there's a lot of people that are making pretty decent money in the Discord that if they wanted to quit their job, they probably could, but you're not going to do that overnight. Was that Bag also says you like Wilson as well. Nick Chubb over 31.5 rushing yards. I don't think I've looked at that one yet, so let's take a gander. Oh, speaking of Nick Chubb, what are the Browns? Dylan Gabriel, former UCF QB, starting for the Browns in London. It was 10-7 at half. I'm not going to pull it up on my phone because I got one of Parlay pulled up. But if there's any new scores in that game during the show, let me know. I think they might still be coming out of halftime. I'm not sure. We have to change the filter because Nick Chubb's line is lower than that. So he's got a 100% head-to-head. He's hit this in every game this season, 100%. Last 550. The line is 32.5. The projection is only 34.49. So there's not really a lot of difference there. I don't know if I would actually touch this betting seriously as a single, but for the sake of lighting $2 on fire and the fact that he's versing a very poor rush defense in the Baltimore Ravens, which is why this is green, they allow a lot of rushing yards, we'll lock him in, but I do not like this for an actual bet. This is only for a fun, let's light money on fire bet. What am I looking for? I'm looking for Houston and Baltimore. Where? Oh, they're at the top. Houston, Baltimore, Chubb, rushing yards. Got it. All right, what else we got? Wilson, we already did the Wilson one. Mo says Calvin Ridley over 2.5 receptions. That man was an elite receiver when he was on the Falcons. He was elite. It was him and Julio Jones, and Julio Jones took defenders away from Calvin Ridley and vice versa. This man was elite. Then I believe he went to the Jags, and he was banned for the first year for betting, for getting caught betting, and then he played some on the Jags, and he was pretty okay on the Jags. This man can't catch a cold for the gosh dang Titans. And yes, they've had a lot of quarterback troubles, and they have a rookie quarterback who's absolutely garbage right now. But I don't know if he's garbage now, or if it's just he has no chance at all with Titans. But it's very sad to see somebody that was such a great fantasy receiver being so bad now. Calvin Ridley, you said over 2.5. It looks like right now on Wana he's 3.5, which is equal to his projection. So there's literally zero difference there whatsoever. But for the sake of getting to that 999 point thing, let me see if I don't know if I can put Calvin Ridley receptions with. Yeah, I can't mix that with the rushing and receiving anyway for Tony Pollard. Kamara over 52 yards, 52 rush yards. Is that what that? I have to assume that's a rush yard line. I'm very interested to see this game. I hope this game is as high scoring as I want it to be. This Giants and New Orleans game. But yeah, Kamara, he's got a projection that's over his line. His line looks like it's 50.5 right now. Looks like you have 52.5. 52.5 is not as good as this one. But the Giants have allowed a lot of rushing yards this season. I don't think we've locked in any Saints or Giants stuff yet, so that should both be available. Saints and Giants. Kamara, rushing yards. 50.5. All right. Amarian Hampton. RH says Amarian Hampton, 65.5. Also assuming that is rushing yards. So Chargers. Here, 425. Yeah, I mean, his line right now on one is 65.5, projection 72.67. Washington isn't huge for allowing rushing yards, but it looks like in their last three, they're allowing more on average. They've got bumped up from 19th overall to 12th overall. So, yeah, we can go ahead and lock that in. Hampton, rushing yards, especially if they're up. RAI says Washington might pull this game out and upset them completely, but if they're up and they don't have, Najee Harris anymore, then yeah, they just have to run it with Amarian Hampton. Okay. Oop, not passing. Rushing yards. Hampton, 65.5. Yep, there we go. All right. Tyler Warren, Indianapolis, over 50-plus receiving yards. Is that an alt line, which we do not do, or is that his actual line of 50? Let me see what one has for that guy. We're going to go receiving yards. I'm just going to do this instead of going to a game. His line is 60. So there's a rule. There's a video that exists on our YouTube, and we share it more than any other video in our Discord. It's called Do Not Alt on Underperformers. It's the thing that Doug says Bauer's still questionable. I hope he doesn't play. I hope he doesn't. But this is literally telling you that Tyler Warren is going to underperform. That's why there's a negative symbol here. He's going to underperform today. So if you're like, well, the projection's at 59, so I'm going to do 50 plus. No. Do not go over on any line whatsoever if the AI is telling you he's going to underperform. That is something that is shooting. You guys are shooting yourself in the foot so much. I see so many things dropped in Discord that blow my mind. You have to make sure that you are watching the educational content. It works. The people that follow all the guidelines are crushing it. If you want to crush it along with them, all you have to do is do what they're doing. And what they're not doing is betting over on a player the AI says is going to underperform. Now, of course, for you, if you already locked in, I hope he gets 50 for you. But none of us would have locked that in. So, yeah. I mean, the AI doesn't agree with it. But I guess for the sake of time, because we're only at 30.5 points, we'll put it in. But I would not actually for real bet on that. We'll lock it into our silly parlay that's never going to win, because that's what this whole show is teaching you. But yeah, don't alt underperformers. What else we got? Love it. The app just gets better and better. Thanks, Scott. Juwan Johnson over receiving yards. So he's another tight end that's questionable. And I have him in a lot of leagues. But the AI does say he's a slight favorite for the over of 35.5, and he also gets the fact that he's versing the Giants' horrendous pass defense. But I believe because we already locked in for this contest, Saints rushing of Kamara, I don't think it'll let us also do. Oh, it will. I guess you can't pair rushing and receiving with something else, but it looks like it lets you do Alvin Kamara's over rushing with Juwan Johnson's over receiving. So perfect. We're at 106. Let's keep going. The sound is very low. You need to turn up the volume. Turn up the volume of your device you're listening to me on. It's 14-10 Minnesota. Who scored the second touchdown? Amon-Ra rushing and receiving looks good. I don't think it'll let us do rushing and receiving because we have a Gibbs anytime touchdown, but maybe we'll take away the Gibbs touchdown that we didn't like anyway because it was super juiced. But I think yeah, I like his passing. I like his receiving yards because Cincinnati's the third worst passing defense this season, and he's got a little slight bump. What is that, like 5.5 higher? So we can do his receiving. Oh, we don't have to get rid of the Gibbs touchdown for right now. Okay, so we're at 199. Let's keep them coming. Amon-Ra, Bauer still questionable. Was it a Jordan Mason receiving touchdown or rushing touchdown? Because I believe we wanted Carson Wentz to be under 1.5 passing touchdowns, which looks like he's gonna be that one's gonna be hitting. So yeah, so if you haven't yet, drop your single favorite play in the YouTube chat. But what we're gonna do in the meantime is we're going to lock in everything else that we've kind of talked about. So the Sunday Night Football show was, what was our prop for this? I mean, it's probably easier if I just go to that game. Was it a rushing prop or was it a receiving prop? I don't think we would have went against Buffalo's stout passing defense. Somebody remind me in chat, what did we go with? Rushing touchdown, perfect. What did we go with for our Sunday Night Football play from the show that I did on Thursday? I'm trying to remember. Was it rushing? Was it passing? What was that prop? I have too many screens on right now, so I don't know. No, we didn't do this because it was two different ones. You like Quentin Johnson over 65.5? I don't know if, I think that's a pretty high line. I mean, looks like he's still 63.5 on one, so I definitely lock him in there. Washington does have a pretty bad pass defense, and the AI still says he's over. We have not missed on him yet this season, so we'll continue to ride that money train. Every time we've gone over on him, he's hit his over. So 64.5, looks like it just got bumped up a yard just now. 374. But yeah, somebody in chat, remind me what the Sunday Night Football play of the day was. You guys watched it, right? You're not just ignoring the YouTube content I'm dropping for you guys. Right? But yeah, so while you guys are trying to figure out, if you haven't dropped your favorite play in the chat, drop your favorite play. But I am going to look for, I think we need like one or two more things to hit the $9.99. I'm going to go over to the team stuff. So I know Titans and Cardinals. Let me see here. So these are the only three money lines that we consider. Miami's the highest rated. It was Drake May passing touchdowns. Lauren and Michael said, that's right. Drake May passing touchdowns. The Dolphins have the highest positive money line difference for a team that's not the underdog. So you see here, this difference is higher, but it favors the underdog. So we're going to do Dolphins money line. And that puts us at 697. And then how can I see the picks made? So once the number in the bottom left of the screen gets a 999, which it may need one more play to do that, we're going to go and recap all of them. But I mean, in the meantime, keep watching the videos so you understand how to use the app. The entire purpose of any show that I do, there are 800 episodes on this YouTube channel. The purpose of all of them is to teach you how to use the app. So if you simply watch the videos and never pull up the app on your own and be like, what did teacher Travis tell me to do when I saw this, this, and this, and this? You cannot be successful in sports betting. Success is 100% up to you. It's how much effort you put into it. If you put zero effort, you're going to get zero progress, and you're going to get zero profit. You have to put in the effort. So when I'm showing you, this is how we're looking at this player. Oh, we're not doing this because of this. All these little golden nuggets, you have to apply yourself when you're actually using the app on your own. So again, this is not a picks service. This is not what the YouTube shows are for. They're to teach you how to use the app. Because if you're not using the app, and then you do something on YouTube where you, let's say we drop a pick and we win, you're like, hey, I won that one pick. People in Discord are winning 10, 20, 30 picks because they're using the app as directed. They're not just waiting for YouTube video to drop. That rant over with, we are going to add Drake May, Sunday Night Football passing touchdowns, and I want to say that's going to put us over the hump. Whoo! It puts us over the hump by a lot. So that means I think we can get rid of the Gibbs anytime touchdown. That's like -2 million. Yep, we can. We got rid of Gibbs, and we're still over 1,000. Okay, there's 11 picks here. I'm going to recap it now for you. We can't do Kamara rushing yards anymore. Or Tony Pollard rushing and receiving. What? Oh, okay, hold on. Let me go back to the Kamara touchdown because I might have to add that back. Not Kamara, Gibbs. Tony Pollard rushing and receiving, right? And then it was Kamara yards. Over 50.5? Yeah, it seems those two are an issue. So I think what the problem is that those odds or those lines updated, and if we hit refresh, we're gonna have to go back through all of this stuff, and I definitely don't want to hit refresh, so I'm gonna keep using this here. So Dallas, can we do Cowboys, or have we used too many Cowboys things? Can't do Cowboys. Denver Broncos and Philly. What does the spread predictor say about them? David Njoku, dude, Dylan Gabriel. Former UCF QB, crushing it. This game for the Broncos and Eagles says Broncos plus 4.5. Sure. And then we got one more. Tampa Bay, I think, is one of the top ones. Yeah, Tampa Bay plus 3.5. So let's see if it lets us do this. Yeah, so there's nothing right now blocking this. So let me get rid of the anytime touchdown. Okay. Perfect. So so I'm going to lock this in and then recap it. I want to lock it in so we don't get screwed over by the line shifting again. So give me a second and I'm going to recap it for you guys. Okay. Locked it in. Now let me recap this real quick. Okay. On top of locking, you have one a parlay, you have the app pulled up, right? It's on your phone, it's pulled up, you're watching this video simultaneously. When you're locking these plays in on wannaparlay.online, which again, if you did not tune into the beginning, if you live in a light purple state, you are absolutely insane for not being on this app that we are showing you. It's the easiest app in any of these purple states to print money on. That's why we're all on it. If you're in a light purple state, wannaparlay.online. That's what it says, literally at the bottom of the screen right now, wannaparlay.online. And then PlayerProps is the promo code. That's how you get your $250 deposit bonus. As I read these off to you guys to do the final recap, it is very important to remember that you still want to add an under home run or under stolen base play for the MLB games that are going on today. Because if you have the exact same score as me, which you see in the top left is 1,093.98, then we'll essentially be splitting that $5,000 first place prize. You want to have at least like a fraction higher. So maybe you do add the Gibbs touchdown, but I feel like it's better if you just add a player on an MLB team that has not started yet. They're under home runs. So as long as they do not hit a ball over the fence, that one hits. and that'll give you a different score than everybody else. I'm not going to tell you which batter to do because I want everyone to have a different batter. But here is the 11 picks for our $2 in a Dream show, turning $2 into 5,000 bucks. Nick Chubb over 32.5 rush yards. Garrett Wilson over 65.5 receiving yards. Juwan Johnson over 30.5 receiving yards. Tyler Warren over 60.5 receiving yards. I don't really like this one, so if you want to swap it out, you can do it because I believe the AI did not agree with this one. We put it in for the sake of time. Dolphins to beat the Panthers. Broncos to cover a plus 4.5 spread against the Philadelphia Eagles. Bucks to cover a 3.5 plus 3.5 spread against the Seahawks. Omarion Hampton over 65.5 rushing yards. Quentin Johnson over 64.5 receiving yards. Sun God Amon-Ra St. Brown over 67.5 receiving yards. And then passing touchdowns, our play of the day from the show that you still need to watch. If you haven't yet, Drake May over 1.5 passing touchdowns. Everything else that we're going to cover from now until NFL kickoff and through NFL kickoff, because we talk about 4 p.m. games after the 1 p.m. games start and vice versa, are all in the Discord. If you have not done the very first thing that you need to do, let me recap all the stuff that is 100% free to you. This stuff costs you 0 pennies, and if you don't do them, you are giving yourself a bad juju for being lazy, but you also are screwing yourself anyway because these things are free and they help you out. Download the PlayerProps.ai app for free. Create a free PlayerProps.ai account. Subscribe to this free PlayerProps.ai YouTube channel and tap the bell notification icons when we drop a video. You're the first person to know about it and be able to watch it so you can lock something in before the lines change. And then, of course, for the sake of all that's holy, get into the Discord. The amount of people that hit me up outside the Discord and ask questions that the Discord itself answers. Like there's channels that just exist in the Discord that answer every question you possibly ask. There's already all that stuff in there. There's 18,000 members in the Discord that are more than happy to help you out. The worst thing you can do is download the app and be like, I don't know what's going on, and then give up on yourself because you're giving up on yourself, your family, and all that stuff. And what we want to do is we want to create a scenario where you do not lose money every single day. You do not light money on fire every single day. Now, if you want to give up sports betting, that's the best option you can possibly do. Sports betting is a losing game. 99% of people lose in sports betting. The only way that you can make yourself part of that 1% of people who don't lose money every day is by applying yourself. Do the free stuff that we've created for you. And then once you understand the free stuff, you understand all the guidelines you have to follow, you upgrade your account, and you join 18,000 other people in Discord, and then another 50,000 people still outside of Discord because they don't like listening to guidelines. But yeah, guys,